still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 and second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Kamara gets it again on second down, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and short yardage, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Saints have 1-6 now, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1 yard line.
You You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
So you're nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Carr to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So back-to-back plays, each give nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help,
and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the side.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jameis Winston with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Carr going to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Going down.
Here's Jacobs. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, But now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots for close range.
Jacobs again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
They did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he edges forward and only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now on 1st down, they run with Kamara, so he'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
second down, and it's Kamara again. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We're giving enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have regained the lead. He took it down the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball to come his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now, Carr again. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum. because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him down.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Winston. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
third down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Carr now to throw. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play fake. Winston. On the move to his left.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Winston. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Some for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
I think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
First down.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw his car. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
To try again after the sack. Carr quickly a slant to Renfro. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Carlson is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off the play fake, Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Play action now, Winston.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Kamara up the middle. They find some open field here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A handoff, Jacobs running to the... No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they're running what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So an all rest now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. He has missed twice today, but he can make up for it here. And his kick is indeed good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
One final try now for Carr. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something.